WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, reviewing often rare and exotic whiskeys. And guess what? Rare and exotic. Teeling, 7th birthday batch. But Jason, that was from 2022. Yes, I bought it on auction just last month. And instead of the normal 86 euros, I paid for the bottle plus auction fees plus postage and handling 79 euros. So I saved 7 euros by waiting 2 years. Or maybe the other way around, the guy who actually sold it lost 25 euros by selling it and not drinking it. All right, so we have the Teeling Distillery that was opened in 2015 in the heart of Dublin. Beautiful place. If you haven't been there, visit it. Well, if you're in Dublin anyways, visit that one, all right? So forget the Jameson experience, go to Teeling. That's the place to go, all right? They do great stuff. Maybe take a look at the hand fill in the shop or the distillery exclusive. They're doing very nice things. With this bottle that was from the summer of 2022, we actually got this nice little postcard or this birthday card celebrating our 7th birthday. Thank you from Teeling, celebrating 7 years of Dublin Distilling. It has gone by so quickly. Thank you for your continued support from all at Team Teeling. Jack Teeling, Stefan Teeling. Oh, isn't that cute and nice? So what do we have here? We have an interesting bottle. 47.7% ABV, Whiskybase number 212894, and we have here Dublin made single malt, Dublin made single pot still, and Dublin made single malt peated or peated single malt. 900 bottles. I actually have bottle number 461. What I would have loved, even the press release didn't reveal this, the percentages of the pot still single pots, the single malt and the peated single malt. I read someplace a cask each. So you can get about 300 bottles at 47.7%, might actually work out. And the second thing that I'd like to have known is what type of wood was this in? Was this a bourbon? Was this wine? Was this port? Was it sherry? Was it rum? Who knows? A little bit of transparency, a little bit more of information would have been kind. I can't find anything. All right. So it doesn't say on the bottle, doesn't say it on the card. That would have been nice. So for those of you that have not seen some of my Teeling reviews, I'm going to pick out one of their older, much older Teeling single malt whiskeys. This was actually from 2014. It actually says here, bottled 10/2014, before the distillery was actually opened. So this is 100% Cooley juice. And if you look at the bottles here, you have a nice little flat surface, flat like the baby's butt. And over here, you have an embossed phoenix on the bottle. And I've been told by many people that that is the way you can identify Dublin-made juice from Teeling. Now, someone just posted in one of these whiskey groups, hey, I would like to try some good Teeling whiskey. Any single cask recommendations? And the first thing I wrote is, hey, almost all of the Teeling juice you're going to get wasn't made in Dublin. It was sourced. And that caused a lot of discussion, of course. But I don't know of any single casks, except for distillery-owned exclusives and handfills, that are actually made at Dublin. And usually those aren't either a lot of the times. So they have been distilling since 2015. So they should have 9-year-old whiskey already there. But a lot of it is still mixed. Teeling small batch mixed with single grain, probably all of it now from Great Northern. A lot of the product is then from Cooley distilling, what they used to have, and so on. They're running out slowly but surely. Now, everything from Black Pits, that's made in Dublin. Everything in the blue tin, single malt, that's made in Dublin. So if you can find that, yes, you're drinking Dublin-made juice. And that's what this is. They do make pot still there, apparently. They do make single malt there, ooh, apparently. And they do make some peated single malt there. And the peated malt they get from Scotland, they bring it over to Dublin and distill it. Triple distilled often, sometimes only double distilled. But that's just fine. I'm going to pour a little bit of this. Yeah, I go on auctions every once in a while. I look for older bottles of the Teeling single malt from 2014, 2015. I just think they're fantastic. All right, good. 46%, 47.7. Now, if I nose this, I get a very bright, fruity moment, combined with peaty, smoky, almost a little bit of ashiness. And they do not integrate. They're fighting it out. And this is weird. I don't know who had the idea to put the pot still single malt and peated single malt together. I don't think it worked. So, now I must admit, I am not a peat head. All right, so Connemara was made at Cooley, exactly same principle. They bought peated malt from Scotland, brought it over to Ireland, distilled it, bottled it. I get a wonderful fruitiness, and then that weird, acidic, woody, herbal note. Woody, peated herbal note. Here, I get goodness. Oh, that's so good. Really, really nice. All right. I am going to tell you my review already. I did the German review. This is a C- in taste. Not a great fan of it. It's a D plus, let's say a D for value for money. Would I go out there and recommend someone paying 86 euros for this? No. Now, it is a limited release. There's only 900 bottles. And therefore, every once in a while, I do a so-called uniqueness score. How unique is this whiskey? And this actually gets a solid B on the uniqueness score. There is no one else at the moment that has put whiskey out on the market from Dublin that is peated. That is unique. There's no one else out there that I know of that are actually doing birthday batches. Now, Old Forester has a birthday bottle every year, and it's extremely expensive. But they're doing this in Ireland. Do you know? That's my question of the day. Do you know any other distilleries that are doing birthday batches, birthday bottlings? I'm sure there's more. Which ones do you know of? And I like the idea. When I go back in time, I can see they did for the 6th anniversary here, 2021, they did a so-called double cask, single pot still, single malt. So this time, 1 year later, they did the triple cask, basically, with single pot still, single malt, and peated single malt. And in the year 2023, they did their Pinot de Chartres, or Charité. Is it a finish or is it a full maturation in that? I don't know. So as I said here, Dublin Distilled, single pot still, cask maturation. It's a full cask maturation there. That's kind of cool. So that for their 8th birthday was 7 years old. For their 6th birthday, no age statement. And here we have also no age statement. As I said, the transparency could be a little bit better. Now that Bacardi has the ownership of Teeling, maybe they might do it better. Maybe they might not. They've been minority stakeholders now for 9 years, but now they have had since November, December 2023, the majority. So we'll see what happens this year. If there'll even be a birthday batch here from them. Cheers. Mm. Hmm. The fruitiness is there for like a split second, and then the woodiness, and then the peat smoke. It's more of a smoky type of moment than a peat. And there's acidity and herbalness in that peat smoke as well. Takes over and just bulldozers everything else out of the way. This drink's much hotter than 47.7% in my opinion. It drinks young. I would not be surprised if this is 3 to 5 year old whiskey. So let's say an average of 4 year old whiskey in here. It could be 6, it could be 7. Who knows? I don't know, but I don't think it's much older than 4. Would I go out and buy it again? No. Do I like the fact that Teeling does birthday bourbons? Yeah, birthday bourbons, birthday batches. Definitely. I think that's so cool. Just a little sip for me here of the 2014. Mm. Mm. So I bought this in auction. See what you can find in auction. See what you can find on birthday batches, and see what you can find for good Irish whiskey made in Ireland. All right, by the distilleries themselves. I hope there'll be more and more in the future and less contract distilling. Thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing, and write down any birthday batches you know of. See you real soon. Bye-bye.